So bless up. Hello, hello, hello. We'll get started in just a minute. How's everyone doing today? Give me a one in the chat if your heart is pumping for the show today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Throughout this show, we are featured approved. I will not be communicating with the chat as much as I possibly can. I will try, but don't think I'm ignoring you. And I will respectfully not be answering anything that you guys are talking about there. Okay. Anyways, guys, welcome to Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Heart Rate is every single Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown. Guys, don't miss the rundown. That's where you find out your top badges, who won the contest of the week, and some rumor buzz. Anyways, welcome, y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome. You have entered aceMarsh's stream. This is Heart Rate, an exhilarating talk show where I have two featured guests and one random halfway through the show that will join. My guests momentarily will be joining the box individually and sharing their story, experience, life-altering encounter, wild adventure from a trip or vacation, or my personal favorite, adrenaline pumping situation. Once our awesome guests have shared with us their stories, I will be putting the three top gifters at that time in a hat, and whoever is pulled out becomes our third guest on the show, as long as they're willing to do it. At that point, I will then share a real life story that I pulled from the news, okay? A real life scenario, and I will have my three guests, the two that are our featured guests and our one random, answer how they would handle, escape, cope with that situation. Once they are done sharing, I will have you guys in the chat put a 1, 2, or 3 for who you thought gave the best answer to that scenario. You guys freaking ready to go? Are you guys freaking ready to go? Put a 1 in the chat, or put a heart in the chat. Put a heart in the chat. Actually, don't worry about the ones. Put a heart in the chat if you guys are ready for Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Let's go. Hello, 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 hello. Do I have my two guests here? Let me see. Do we have Top Badge Tortor, and do we have Shotgun Joe in the house? You have to restart to start. No, I'm not featured yet, Chef. This is a pilot edition of me getting featured. Tortor in the house. Okay, guys. So I just want to let you guys know this is Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys. This is a featured approved show, so please, no vulgarness and no smoking from my guests, no drinking, no swearing, and in the chat, please be respectful. But let's have some fun. Make sure you get involved. Let's get after it. Can I please have my first guest, Top Badge Tortor? Request the box, please. Tortor, hello? Hello, Tortor. All right, Shotgun Joe, Tortor, Shotgun Joe, either one, whoever's here, first one. I know I saw Tortor. I haven't seen Shotgun yet. Can I have one of you guys request the box? Thank you so much. Let's go, Tortor. Okay. Guys, this is Top Badge Tortor. She is the founder of the high-profile individual family. The yellow hearts, if you ever see those around the chat, around the app, that is your girl, Top Badge Tortor. Tortor, can you please just explain when you stream, what your stream's about, how long you've been on the app, and a little bit about yourself?
I've been on that for a little over a year. I don't really have a set streaming schedule, but you can mostly always catch me at night, sometimes in the mornings. What else you want to know?
How long you've been on the app for a year? Okay, and when did you get your top badge?
In April.
And HPI is high profile individuals. That's your family on the app, right? And the yellow hearts represent that. Let's go. And Tortor, if you could give one bit of advice to a new streamer, what would it be?
Stay consistent with it. Put in the time. Put in the time. Put in the work. It'll pay off.
Consistency is key, guys. I can tell you right now, I took a couple weeks off, and don't get me wrong, breaks are good, but just know when you come back, you got to grind. You got to grind because people want to see you there. People rely on you. Sometimes you're that person's rock. You know what I mean? Anyways, Torture, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Briefly, do you just want to explain that you have a feature show? I think you do, don't you?
Yes, you're the admin for it, Ace. It's School Smarts on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Next week actually will be like a championship edition. Each of the contestants have won twice, so I am really excited to see that. Um, so yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, make sure you pull up again Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, School Smarts. Honestly, one of the most fun times I've had on a featured show. I'm now an admin just so she can't put me on the show anymore. That's why I did it. But anyways, moving on. Tortor, did you understand the assignment? Do you have your story ready to go?
I thought long and hard,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you
and
speak right now.
I have a story.
Okay. We're gonna let
I'm
we're
not
gonna
gonna
let you
make
speak.
anything up. I was gonna lie, guys. I'm
Okay.
not a liar. So.
Before you start, Tortor, everyone, guys, thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. This is episode number 2 of Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown. It is an adrenaline-based show where you get your exhilaration out of our featured guests telling stories about their near-death experiences, their crazy adventures, their adrenaline rushes, you name it. So, anyways, guys, this is Top Batch Tortor. Let's listen to her story. Go ahead, Tortor.
All right, so I used to work in a youth residential facility. I'm a mental health therapist. And so they would stay there from anywhere between like a month to 3 months was like a normal stay. But some of them would be there for like a year or a little bit over a year based on what they needed. And so those kids definitely did a lot of things, and was definitely rushing several times during my employment there. So I'm going to speak on an incident that happened one day and kind of like what led up to it and the role that I like played in it. Um, so obviously like I'm a therapist there. So when things like happen, like when they, engage in these behaviors, like a part of my job is to like de-escalate it. Well, yeah, that was very hard to do in this case because it all started out by a new kid came in, and so let me tell you this. So it's a big facility. There's 6 different units. There's 3 boys units and 3 girls units, and my office was located in one of the boys' units. And so those boys that I engaged with a lot, like, were very protective over me, even though I'm a grown woman. And so a new kid that came in and he cursed at me and told me to shut the F up, the B word. You can't tell me nothing. And they were like, don't talk to Miss Tori like that. Don't talk to Miss Tori like that. And I was like, it's fine. And they were like, no, Miss Tori, we're going to get him tonight. And I told them, y'all don't do that. Pulled him to the side. I was like, don't do that. And they were like, no, he has it coming to him. They jumped that kid, sent him to the hospital. They said he was unrecognizable. They took turns and running ones with him. The let's go is crazy. Like curb stomped him. The room looked like a murder scene, they said. Blood everywhere. It was horrible. The kid was so scared. And but mind you, I told my supervisors, I said, put some extra staff members on the unit. This is about to go down. Nobody listened to me.
So,
Nobody listened
were
to
you
me.
there to witness this? Were you there to witness this?
No, I heard about it the next day. And then when I was doing my therapy sessions with my kids, they were bragging about it. They were like, yeah, Miss Tori, we got him. We got him. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect you. We got him. So because of this and a kid sneaking in vapes up his booty hole when he left to go to see his family one day, yeah, they were going to cancel this thing that they called socials. So holidays that kids would get socials where it's like the one time that the guys and the girls can eat together and socialize. They were mad because they got their little girlfriends over there. They be passing notes through some staff. Not gonna lie, like some of the staff are bad. So I left that place. It's wild. Through some staff members, or they were like leaving like nooks and crannies and like shared spaces and stuff like that. And they wanted to see their little girlfriends, but y'all just uh, almost like beat a kid to death. Like y'all don't deserve nothing.
How old were these kids, if you don't mind me asking?
So ages from 11 to 17.
So there was like some mixed ages going in there and giving a beat down. That's crazy. And you were the therapist.
They would also jump kids in. Like they would like it was like you have to fight this person or we're gonna beat you up every day until you do. Like it was horrible, like for real. Like I felt so bad for those kids. So this is only the beginning of the story, right? So all this is going on, this ain't talking about canceling the social. We ended up doing it anyways because it's important for them to socialize and like have that sense of like, no, like I don't know, like just normality.
Mm-hmm.
And then so fast forward, the social day comes, it went down. I'm talking like 4 different fights all at once. I swear they timed it and planned it. Girls
And
on
you ain't the
girls, guys
teachers.
on guys. All the staff was there. We all couldn't stop it. People slipping on orange juice and blood. Some girls passed out on the floor. We calling the ambulance. She got knocked out, like knocked out.
Wow.
It
And
was
you're
very
just you're
scary.
the therapist there to deal with this. That's crazy. So you're not even the teacher. You're the
Yes.
therapist. So like listen, you probably got a lot of clients after this, though, didn't you?
It didn't work like that, but so let me finish sorry. So we finally get things calmed down. We get them to the units, and guess what? One of the boys snatched the key ring for the keys to the building. We all staff has like keys to the building. Like there's doors. If you want to go from the cafeteria to the unit, you have to go through like 3 or 4 locked doors.
Okay.
Right, and so it's a residential facility. Like they don't lock down. Like so he snatches the keys, releases his friends. They run over to the girl side, release their girlfriends, and they AWOL. They leave. Like some of them, like no, well not all of them, but like 2 of them got out, and then the rest, oh yeah, and then they kept the keys for days, didn't give it back to them, and then they shoved up their butt again. We know that little kid got something up with him because it was that one little kid that always shoved stuff up his butt for everybody else.
That's
You know what
wild.
I'm saying?
That's
Okay, so
wild. That is wild. So this kid's no.
I was like, so they liked me, right? So I would so no, I was always the one who could get the information from them, right? So like, I would be like, all right, just tell me, like, where you put the keys at? And like, look, Miss Tori, I don't really want to get in trouble. Like, I don't really want to get in trouble, but I'm gonna tell you, so and so, he has him up his butt. But don't tell them that came from me. Like you can't be out there saying that came from me. They're gonna jump me, Miss Toy. But I respect you, so I'm gonna tell you. And so, after days of like supervisors, like administrators trying to get this information from the kid, it took 2 seconds of me talking to him. And I told them, yeah, he got it up his butt.
I mean, how do you
He had
deal
to
with
get the
that
keys from the kid's
situation?
butt.
How do you deal with that situation when that's
Even
an
after
underage
all of
kid?
this calmed down, and there's more to the story, but even after all of this calmed down, they still had the keys. Waiting for a vulnerable time to escape. Okay, so after everything gets piped down or whatever, like there's this one kid in the hallway and he's having a panic attack and he's screaming, help, help to the other kids who are behind the locked door on the other side, and then they just start tearing their stuff. Like, no, we gotta go get our friend. We gotta go get our friend. You know what they did? They went to their room. No, I think they already had this weapon, but the weapon was basically a plank of wood with nails sticking out of it.
Like,
That
okay,
they had
like this
pried
is like
off
some
of their
purge.
bag.
This
Like,
is like some
yeah,
purge movie, like at midnight we going out purging kind of style stuff. Like,
yes.
holy, that's crazy. Pulp Fiction, like, right?
So,
Dang.
so this kid got a whole ass weapon, and this kid is schizophrenic, bipolar, borderline personality disorder. Like, he got some stuff going on.
Crazy,
You
crazy,
can't be
crazy.
trusted with a weapon.
That's wild. I
Another
mean, I
kid
don't know
got
where.
scared and called the police on the
Tor,
phone.
where? Like, can I just
State
ask where?
cop showed
Like,
up.
where did this take place? Like, what state?
I'm
Because
not telling you.
because in Canada, let me tell you, this stuff we don't hear about this kind of stuff over here in Canada. Like, we too nice over here. Like, we be
No,
saying
like
stories like
the company
we
keeps
spilt
on
milk on
hush
the kids.
hush. The company be keeping it on hush hush. Like, yeah, it's like it's horrible. So so then they escape out the unit with the keys, and they just start busting crap up, busting it up. They bust open the windows to the nurses station. They like imagine like running through the hallway, boom, boom, like just hitting stuff, like just knocking stuff everywhere, like and then like the kid like holds it to his chest and he's like, back away from me, back away from me, like when they're about to, what I'm saying, like go in, and he's basically saying he's gonna hurt himself if they do something about it. So we were forced to like not do nothing about it and let him just.
So how did this situation get dealt with? Like, how did they stop this?
Oh,
What they call the police,
police
right?
came, state police and county police,
That's wild. That's
and they
wild.
were talking about taking the kids to jail.
I mean, respectfully,
One of them did get TDO'd, and it was actually
if
one of
they
my
got if they
clients.
got if they
And
got like they're dealing with a disorder or something along those lines, right? Is that a proper way to say that nowadays?
um,
Being a therapist, you should give
yeah, you could just say they have mental health challenges.
challenge. Okay. Wouldn't that not be jail time? Wouldn't that be something different?
At that point, that is something different, a residential facility, and a
Okay.
lot of them are there instead of jail.
Okay. And would you like say that would help them more than
So it gets to the point where it's like this is the last resort. At this point, you are a danger to society,
right? Absolutely.
and even
Absolutely.
having you here is a risk. And so, like a lot of the kids there were there off of like of disorder of off of like from the courts. You get what I'm saying? Like the court system mandated that they have this treatment. And so like it's kind of like like the last resort, and a lot of them, like it wasn't like they were like psychotic in the way this is like they can't think for themselves or can't, like, no, you're choosing to do these things.
Right. Right. Well, that's crazy. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's absolutely wild. I mean, I almost had an anxiety attack listening to that because I could just put myself in that situation and feel how that felt. Guys, let's put some hearts in the chat if you guys had your heart racing during Tortor's story. Please put some hearts in the chat if your heart was racing. Let's go. Tortor, I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna ask you to just stay in the chat while we bring our next guest in, and then we'll have you come back in when we bring our third guest in. Guys,
All
give it up.
right.
Give it up for Top Badge Tortor. Put those yellow hearts in the chat for Top Badge Tortor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tor. All right, guys, thank you for being here. This is the second episode of Heart Rate with aceMarsh every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown. This is an exhilarating talk show where I have two featured guests, one random. My guests basically join the box individually, share their story, experience life-altering encounter, adventure from a trip or vacation, or my personal favorite, adrenaline-pumping situation. Once our awesome guests have shared with us, like Tortor just did, and we have up-and-coming Shotgun Joe, I will be putting the three top gifters, which is coming up momentarily, right after Joe shares his story, in a hat, and I pull one of the names, and you become the third guest on my show. I then will share a real-life experience or situation and have all three contestants or guests give an answer to how they would escape, deal, cope with that situation, and then you guys in the chat will vote a 1, 2, or 3 for whose was the best answer. And that's Heart Rate with aceMarsh. This is a pending featured show. It's been approved, so guys, please be respectful in the chat. We do have admins. I just want to say thank you in advance to all the gifters. I really appreciate it. I'm not able to acknowledge it or interact with you guys during the show, but I am watching and I will absolutely acknowledge you guys after the show. Thank you for being here. Who's ready for our next featured guest, Shotgun Mother Friggin' Joe? Shotgun, could you please request the box? Is Shotgun here, guys? Is Shotgun here? Has anyone seen Shotgun? Is he here? Is he here? Shotgun, where you at? Shotgun, where you at? Shotgun, where you at? Is Shotgun sleeping still? Has anyone seen Shotgun? Uh-oh. We might have to pull a random. We might have to do a double random. Nope. Okay. Shotgun is probably sleeping because we saw him this morning. All right, guys. I'm going to pull a random guess right now. Whoever can answer this question right now is going to become my second guest on the show because I think Joe is sleeping, and we'll have him on another as a featured guest in another episode. What is 10 times 21? Chish, you already been on the show. Freezy. I don't even know. I actually don't even know the answer, guys. I just actually made that up. So, like, it seems like it's probably 2 times. All right, Top Badge Freezy, you willing to jump in and tell a crazy life-altering experience, crazy heart-racing moment, any kind of near-death experience, and fill in for us right now? Because we had one of our featured guests. Hey, I got you, bro. All right, jump in. We are featured pending. It is an approved featured show. So, Freezy, please be Crispy, sorry. We're bringing in Top Badge Freezy. No disrespect. We're on the show right now. Freezy, please request a box.
Brother.
What's up, Freezy? Guys, make sure you give a favorite to Top Badge Tortor, Top Badge Freezy. The show took a little bit of a twist there, but it almost worked out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
I just had my heart racing right there, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So which story? I got so many crazy stories. Which one you want to go? What kind of story you want to hear about?
Listen, we got time for one story.
Hey,
give us something that's going to get the whole chat's heart pumping. Get everyone's guys, put some hearts in the chat if you're ready for Top Badge Freezy's story. Let's go.
You want to talk about time I got beat up or goddamn?
That's up to you. Freezy,
all right, well, true. I'll tell you about the time. So I tell you about the time I was working late, working the night shift, and we decided to go to the club. They had bottomless drink night, so you pay like $10 and you get a cup, and you could drink all night for like $10.
I'm sorry, where is this?
This is Savannah, Georgia. This was in Savannah, Georgia. The club called the Beast.
I'm gonna pull up to there for sure.
Yeah. So we get off work early. We decided to go to the club because we ain't got to get into fucking. We ain't got to get up till late. So we go to the club. I just get in the club and I'm ordering a drink, and there was this dude just leaning on me, and I was like, "Dude, can you know what I'm saying? Back up a little bit." Before you know it, I slapped him. Because he started running off.
Open hand slap him or back?
Yeah, like backhand. He caught the backhand. You know how you sitting at the bar?
That's the B slap they call that.
you sitting at the bar, and you lean back like, man, can you bag up? Instead of him bagging up, he just kept talking. So I just like get the fuck out of my face. So I slapped him, right? And all of a sudden I see one of the bouncers running up, not to break it up, but like he about to hit me. So I seen him and
language freeze.
Oh,
yeah, it's okay. Feature pending. Yeah, you're good. No worries. Keep going.
Yeah, he ran up like he was about to hit me, and I caught him. So I just caught him by the neck, and I pushed him in the corner, and I said, "Look, I just got here. I ain't even had a drink yet. I didn't come here to fight." He was like, "Oh, okay." So he kicked the dude. He kicked them all out of the club, and I'm partying. Didn't think nothing out of it, and I leave the club.
Okay.
And they outside waiting. They had called in like a whole fucking battalion.
No.
So it's like 15 dudes outside, and it's just me, my homeboy, and my homegirl.
You're good.
And we walk outside to the parking lot. Now, of course, I get hit across the head with a bottle, and then they jump on me, and then the mayhem continues.
So how many people were there? How many people did you take
like
on?
15, 20 dudes.
On you, just you alone?
Nah, me and my buddy.
Dang, man. So you guys respectfully got beat the
Yeah, we got beat up pretty good. Well, the police came. Well, they didn't mess my face up none. I went into the defensive posture. I went into
I might have been there, done that once or twice in my life. Got myself caught in a crazy situation.
Yeah,
And
so
so,
the
but
police.
like, here's my question for you: do you regret giving him the B slap or not?
Nah. Well, yeah. So the
Okay.
police ended up coming. Like that was the first time I was so happy to hear the police coming. So I heard the police sirens coming, and they all took off running and stuff. Well, that was just one fight of many fights.
That's great. So, like, would you consider yourself a fighter growing up, or was it just you were always in a situation where you had to stick up for yourself?
Nah, it just a lot of alcohol drinking and going out to the clubs and just being in the army. It was a thing to do back in the late '90s, early 2000s. It wasn't like no big deal to go out and get in a bar fight and fucking.
Freezy.
My bad.
It's okay. You're good. You're good. We ain't featured yet. We're just on our pilots. You good?
Oh, hey, my bad. Hey,
It's
don't
okay.
blame.
Hey guys,
Blame it
this
on
is a
my.
featured. No, Freezy, you're good. For everyone in the chat, for everyone that is going to be on here in the future, Kim, everyone else, this is a featured pending show. We are featured approved, so we got to be respectful and watch the language, drinking and smoking, please and thank you. But right now we're good. Don't worry, it's not going to affect me. You're fine.
Oh no, man, I'm messing
Listen,
it up.
Freezy, I know you can't hold it in, but it's okay, man. We love you. It's okay as long as you understand the assignment that you need to officially stop doing that.
I gotta tone it down. Hey, I just got it caught up in the story. It was like
You're
going
okay.
back to.
That's what heart rate's all about, is getting your heart pumping. You got my
Yeah,
heart pumping right now because you keep dropping the F bomb. You know what I mean?
yeah. And
so,
then, like, I had some
what
pretty
happened at the
cool.
end of this? Did you go to the hospital? Like, how bad were you beat up?
I wasn't gonna let them take me to the hospital. Now I had at the time my girlfriend at the time, my wife. I just had to pull the glass out of my skull, and I just went to the honeycomb hideout and healed up.
And was your buddy good too?
Yeah, man, we fight. We've been we was in the army. You know
Was
what
he,
I'm
was he
saying?
in the army as well? That was your army buddy?
Yeah,
So
in the army.
how high up, like how far did you get in the army? Like where was
I
like
went
where did you?
I went all the way to staff sergeant. I made staff sergeant twice. I lost rank. Actually, I was on the list to make E7, but I lost. I went from E7 to E5 and then back to E6.
Okay.
I got in a lot of trouble. I was a soldier. Like I was more so concerned with not so getting in trouble, but taking care of people, you know.
Well, I'm Canadian, and as you're aware, the Canadian and the American Army and military help each other and
Yeah,
brothers in arms.
I was in
So I'd
Afghanistan
like,
with Canadians. Mohsen Air was doing some of the lift work. A lot of the Canadians. We always train together all the time. We got some facilities where we do go up in Canada and do some training.
absolutely. Actually, one of them is local to me, but I'm not going to say where that is.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I
I
just want
know.
to say thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Thank you for jumping in last minute, Freezy. Guys, make sure you hit top badge Freezy with a favorite. I'm going to keep you in the box right now.
I could go double, right?
Make sure you, what's that?
I could be a double time because I got another story too about the
Oh,
time
you
I
want to do
jumped.
double time? Listen, I'm going to have you back on the show where I can actually feature you and put you on the flyers. So I
All
appreciate you
right,
jumping in there. But stay in the box. If I can have Tor jump back in the box, please, that'd be great.
all right.
Let me go like this. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. This is episode number 2 of our featured approved show called Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Sorry. Heart Rate with aceMarsh every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is an exhilarating talk show where we have multiple guests come in the box, tell stories about their near-death experiences, their heart-pumping moments, their adrenaline-rushing situations. You name it, it's wild. Your heart's going to be pumping. Make sure you show up. I also bring in a random guest, which we're about to do right now, halfway through the show. So the top 3 gifters have a chance to be a part of my show. It doesn't mean you have to show your face. Appreciate it if you do. But if you come in and be the guest, please respect the fact that this is a featured pending show. And let's have some fun. And I'm about to give a situation to all 3 guests. And they're going to have to answer. And then you guys in the chat are going to have to give a 1, 2, or 3 to who you think had the best.
What's
Hey,
up, guys?
Hey, Toto.
I am not able to, acknowledge the chat as much as I'd like to. But I do want to
Toro,
do
you on the
shout-outs to
feature
my
show,
top-
Toro.
I'm sorry. Bye.
I do want to do a shout out to my top 3. Shout out to Top Badge Freezy. Shout out to Katie Down Under, and shout out to Shy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the gifters in here. They're not necessary, but they are always welcomed. Thank you guys for being here. It really helps me, and my show grow on the app. We're trying to, really get this to be a thing that everyone wants to be a part of. So Tortor and Kawhi's Big Drip, which is Top Badge Freezy. Both are awesome top badges, guys, who set examples up for us on the app, who give us an example that we want to become a top badge and give us an idea or a reason to try to chase those goals on here. These are 2 of them that did that for me. So please hit them with a favorite. Please hit everyone up in the chat with a favorite, and let's have some fun. Can we get some hearts in the chat if you want to see if you're going to be the 3rd guest on the show? Let's go. All right. So I'm going to Freezy's already here. So I'm actually going to pull the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th person right now. So let's go. We got Katie Down Under. So let's go, Katie. We've got Shy. And 1 second. And we've got Jay. All right. You guys ready for this? Who do you guys think is going to be the 3rd guest? Take a guess. Freezy, you okay as well?
Katie.
Thank you, everyone, for coming back. We're going to give 2 minutes just for everyone to come back. Tortor, how was your day? What are you doing? What's up? What are you up to tonight? You going to stream tonight?
Yes, Ace, I will be.
Okay. Guys, make sure you favorite Top Badge Tortor. She is the founder of the High Profile Individuals. And if you don't know, now you know, brother.
I'll say it for you.
Thank you guys for coming back. All right, we're gonna get started again. My stream crashed from a glitch from the app. That was not my fault. It said the network failed from the application. So thank you, Meet Me. Thank you, POF. Thank you, Chispa. Thank you, Scout. Thank you, all y'all. Respectfully, don't ever do that again. Thank you. Okay, and then we'll be on our good books. Okay, Modbot, you too. Thank you. Anyways, guys, this is Heart Rate with aceMarsh every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown, an exhilarating talk show where I have multiple guests come in and share their exhilarating stories, their near-death experiences, their life-altering encounters, adventures from a wild trip, you name it. It's supposed to get your heart pumping, and that's what we're about to do. We're about to bring in our 3rd guest once Top Badge Freezy gets back here. Freezy, are you here? Can you please request the box? I can't believe that happened. What's just my luck, eh, Tor?
Just your luck.
Can we get some hearts? Can we spam the chat with hearts, guys? Let's get this trending again. Let's spam the chat with hearts. Spam the chat with hearts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here, guys. This is a feature approved and pending show. And I will not be able to acknowledge the gifts, but right now I will shout out to my 3 top gifters of the new stream. Thank you. Thank you, Top Badge Violet. Thank you, Tortor. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tortor. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Violet. Thank you, Locally. Trying not to be excited right now. I'm trying to move on. Thank you so much. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. That's some bad luck, but you know what? We are gonna grind on. Freezy, please request the box. There he is. There we go. All right, guys. So I'm not sure if Katie. So I'm actually going to do something different. We're going to add the 3 top gifters right now that are here as well, which is Tortor. We're going to remove her. But we're going to put Violet, but I think Violet is not ready to be in as she's just coming back to the app. So we're going to do Pandora. We're going to add 6 people. We're going to do 6 people right now because our stream ended. We had some unfortunate luck. And we're going to do this. Thank you, guys, for hitting that 17 milli, though. I think that was Tortor. Thank you, Tortor. Okay, we got Pandora. We're gonna celebrate that after. We got Pandora. We got Locally. And we have King Goofy.
I hit the 17 milli.
You did?
You did it?
Yes, I did. Look at the wheel. Look at it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, guys. Thank you for coming back. This is Heart Rate with aceMarsh. We are about to pull out the third contestant on the show. We've had some technical errors here, some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, that is due to the app. But we are moving on. Can we get some hearts up in that chat? Let's go. All right, you guys tell me when to stop. Oh,
Stop.
one of them fell out.
That's the one.
Pandora. Pandora, are you comfortable coming on and giving us a crazy experience about your life that you've gone through or some sort of situation? If you're not, I'll move on to the next person. She's like, I am going to not talk now. We got 3, 2, 1. We're gonna move on. Okay. Pandora, come on. Okay, we're moving on.
How do you know Violet doesn't want to be on? What if Violet does want to? Violet, do you want to be on?
I talked to her right before the show.
Oh, never mind.
Go to the next. Okay, thank you, Doug. King Goober, are you here, King Goober? King Goober, please request a box if you are here. If not, I'm going to keep pulling until I get someone in here. Let's go. Because we had some technical difficulties. Thank you for everyone coming back. This is Heart Rate with aceMarsh. Wicked start. Last week went way better, and that was my first episode, but we're getting there, guys. We're going to get there. All right, if I don't see it, Jay Carr, are you here? I'm going to keep going till the end. Listen, guys, we'll go get right to the end. I'm going to just start calling all the names until someone requests.
All right, somebody want to get in the box.
Yeah.
At this point, the first person in the chat, I'll come in if you need me. Violet, do you have a story? Katie Down Under or Violet? Anyone right now at this point? No, Cam, that's fine. Violet, if you'd like to jump in, please, that would be awesome.
Well, I got another story.
I appreciate that. Everyone had left. Guys, please welcome back Top Badge Violet. She was on the app for quite some time. She was one of the very first top badges I ever met, and motivated me to be a streamer, just like Tor. Give her a warm welcome. She's not going to be on stream at this moment. She's eating some chips and dip right now, and now I'm really hungry. But respectfully, we are going to ask you, Violet, if you can share a story that you've been through where you can get everyone's heart racing.
Okay, so in what way get their heart racing?
Like just give us a story that you've been through in your life that is maybe a near-death experience, something that got your adrenaline pumping, a crazy adventure on your vacation, anything in your life that you can just tell a story that people might want to hear that is exciting.
So like when I was like 17, my mom rented this house, and for some reason like this house was on a street where like you couldn't really buy a house, but this house was always for rent. So she rented this house, and it was just me, my mom, and my little brother. And I was 17, so he was about 12. And I don't know if this is like the context you're looking for, but so this house was like one level with an attic, but we never went up there. But from moving into that house, my mother's relationship went downhill. My brother would lock himself in his room and never let anyone like talk to him, and there were vents because it was one floor. So like for me, I would always feel like someone was watching me. Like I would never change or take off my clothes or anything in front of, like I would always turn away in my own bedroom from the vent that was at the top of the wall. I always felt watched in there. And I would hear footsteps in the attic all the time. This true story, guys. And like, there was always like upstairs, I would hear like step, step, step. But like,
no, thank you. I'd be running.
I was like, I'm crazy. Am I crazy? But no, that shit was really happening. And you would always feel watched. And everyone was just, when we lived there, everyone was acting weird. And my little baby sister was born, and she came to that house. I would literally go sleep, and I'm not even scared of nothing. Like I'm a very spiritual person, and I have contact with the outer world or whatever. But like that shit was weird. and
Violet,
scary.
Violet
I would
language.
like sleep next to my mom's bed and stuff. And like one day
Violet
I was
language.
home alone. Yeah.
Just watch the language. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay. No worries. Keep
Was I
going.
swearing?
Uh, nah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oppa.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you're
I
good.
don't have the like badge
Okay,
to
so you were
remind
sleeping.
me.
You were sleeping. You were sleeping beside. It's not featured yet, so you're
I
good.
would sleep beside my mom and stuff. But like, yeah, one day I was home alone and those footsteps were so loud in the attic and I freaked out and I ran to my neighbors. And then my neighbor told me, and I pounded on the door and I was like, ah. And my neighbor told me, she's like, yes, you're not the first one. Like everybody gets scared there. They can't sell the house.
That's why it's
Everybody gets
rented.
scared there. I don't know why. And I'm like, oh my God. But I was a kid at that time. So
I'm
yeah,
a
we moved
spiritual
away.
person.
My mother moved away. Everything got better after we left. So I definitely believe that's kind of stuff's going on.
Honestly, I'm a spiritual person, and I can totally respect that because I just moved out of my loft apartment where I used to stream, and with the big black clock that everyone saw, and I'll be honest with you, there was times where I'd wake up and I would see like it was a 120-year-old building, and like I felt bad energy there, and it's wild. So I can totally respect that. Thank you for sharing. Are you guys ready for the point of the show where I give you guys a situation? You got to give the best answer.
Mm.
For everyone that's just coming in here, thank you so much, Violet. Thank you for filling in. Freezy, thank you as well. Guys, I really appreciate that. Obviously, we're still working out the kinks as we move along, and we're still starting out here. This is Heart Rate with aceMarsh every single Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the rundown. It's an exhilarating talk show where I bring in featured guests and then one random guest, and we discuss some crazy stories that they've been through, whether it's life altering, a wild adventure or vacation that they've been on, or my personal favorite, an adrenaline pumping situation. And now we're at the part where I'd like to shout out to Top Badge Tortor, Top Badge Freezy, and Top Badge Violet, who are the three in my box.
Let's go, Top X Tortoise!
Let's go. Thank you for hitting my 17 milli. I appreciate you guys. And let's get into the situation. Y'all ready to go? Put some hearts in the chat if you're ready for this. Okay, guys. So here we go. We're gonna start with you, Violet, then Freezy, then Tortor. Whoever has the best answer that the chat votes on is the winner of our show today.
I have to go last?
Are you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let you go first. You spoke
I
first.
don't want nobody stealing my answer.
Okay.
Diva.
All right, here we go. So you are in the rainforest. You're on a vacation. You're in the rainforest or jungle. That's why I'm wearing this today. You're in a rainforest or jungle with a friend, and your buddy gets bitten by a very poisonous, venomous snake. Okay, he or she, or whatever you identify as. They have 45 minutes to get to a doctor or hospital and have the venom removed before they die. Okay?
Oh.
You are 1 hour from the closest place that a doctor is available. What do you do? How do you deal with this? What is your answer? Tortor, you're up first.
Where did they get bit?
What'd you say?
Where did they get bit?
Right in the fucking balls. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say they got bit in the leg. You know what I'm gonna do? You want to live or no? Do you want to live or no? Bite this stick. We're chopping it off. Boom, right below the knee before the venom spreads to the heart.
You're
Amputation.
That's wild. That's your answer.
Yes. Well, you want to die or no?
So like, here's the thing.
One leg, or you want to not live at all?
So you're gonna like pin them down and just do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my shirt off. You know, the hoodie's gonna be yitty, and then I'm gonna take my shirt, I'm gonna rip it, and I'm gonna I'm gonna tie it above the knee, really tight. I'm gonna use a stick and twist it to make sure that it's very secure, and then I'm gonna take my handy dandy pocket knife. You know, because we out in the forest. I'm gonna have a pocket knife. I'm a pocket knife, and I'm gonna have to the hard way. You know, I always have my Grey Goose on me, so I'm gonna use some vodka to disinfect it,
Not the
and
Grey
then I'm
Goose out
going
in
to use my
vacation in the
pocket knife, and
jungle.
I'm gonna cut through the skin and the muscle and the tissue. And the hardest part's gonna be the bone, but I'm gonna have to just like once I step on, it's gonna like snap it, poof, and then at that point, my friend's gonna be passed out and
Let me
everything.
make sure I'm not
And
your
then I'm
friend on
gonna
this
put the
trip.
friend on my back and carry them out of the woods into the car and save their life, take them to the hospital.
Okay. I mean, thank you for sharing. Violet, you're up next.
Sorry guys, I only have like a week left without my top badge, so like I'm taking advantage of like being toxic as fuck.
Violet, stop.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're good. No, not on here. You can do it. You can do it in 10
Should I
minutes.
leave?
She's still in it. Thank you. Though. It's okay. Violet, what would you do? So you're in the rain. You're in the rainforest or jungle. Your friend gets bit by a venomous, toxic snake. Let's call it a toxic snake.
My type of snake.
A poisonous, venomous snake. I'm not sure what type. I just took this story. These are real life stories I take every single week from the internet. So this happened, and I'll give you the answer on how the person dealt with it after. But you have your 45 minutes. You have 45 minutes before your friend dies from the venom. Okay, you're an hour away from the hospital. What do you do?
So first of all, I would make sure the snake is okay. Because that poor little snake is probably terrified. You know, like why else would it bite him? Like the snake was just living its best life out in wherever the fuck it lives. No, for real, you guys, don't make me laugh.
The snake was
I'm
minding its
like,
own business.
no, for real, like the snake, what the hell? Why was we there even? You know, we're like exploring like little humans out of our like we already built like houses everywhere and moved the snakes out of their habitat.
I'm
So
with
like
you,
why
Violet.
are we like going there?
Okay, so would you let your
Like,
friend
so if
die?
the snake bites me when I went like, you know, snake hanging out, like it's not my fault. But if my friend was gonna die, I would definitely like, I don't know, squeeze the bite and like try to suck it out and spit. You know,
That.
suck and spit.
So I'll be honest with you. That is
For
how that
real, like
person
how
saves
else
their
do you get
friend.
the venom out? I'm not even
That is
trying to be
how
funny, you guys.
that is how that person saved their friend in the real life story. They actually
See,
went
I
down.
told you
my first
guys.
answer, but then I decided to be spicy with it. So
And
No,
the
for
person
real,
that
because
sucked
I
it out.
honestly, you guys, you know, I ran an animal rescue for like over 20 years. I know how to save you from a snake bite. I will suck and
Nice
spit
catch.
because I love you.
So respectfully, she's gonna save the snake first. Then she's gonna suck the venom out of her friend, save her friend, and
But
then
don't swallow it.
don't swallow
Don't
it.
swallow.
Don't swallow it. So in the real
You
life
have to
story,
spit.
in the real
I
life
love to
story,
swallow.
No, if
what?
you swallow, you'll die, Tor.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah, no, because if you suck it out the venom and you swallow, like you're swallowing the venom.
So the person
Tor,
that did
Tor,
it in the real
you
life
and I
story,
both know we don't want to swallow no freaking venom. I should leave.
no, you're good. You're good. You're done anyway. Thank you for sharing your answer. I appreciate you filling in. We're not featured yet. It's okay. We're gonna work on it. We'll
Oh,
get there.
baby.
Thank you guys for filling in. I appreciate you guys. We'll get there. But here's the thing. So before I move on to
Has to go in
freezing,
the wait, Chish. Has to go in the bloodstream and swallowing is fine. Really?
yes, that is
No,
true.
this is good to know
So
because if Tortor ever got bit by a snake, I was like, you know, didn't have to spit. It's good to know.
listen, I mean, I'd like you guys to stick around after the show and we can talk about this, okay?
Chish, thank you, Chish.
All right, guys. Before
Oh,
we move on to the third answer, I just want to say thank you for everyone showing up and coming back after we had a technical error. This is the second episode of Heart Rate with aceMarsh every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an exhilarating talk show where we have our guests come in and share some wild, freaking experiences where they have gone to almost near death situations or crazy vacations or Or like Freezy said, fights and getting jumped by some crazy people. Tortor's wild experience of, being a therapist with kids beating. And there's a lot of fighting today. This is an aggressive show. This is an aggressive show today, guys. This was not supposed to be aggressive, but we had an aggressive edition. So we're going to call this
Trust me, when they see I was here, they won't blame you at all.
You're good. Anyways, in a moment, guys, we're going to have everyone in the chat vote 1, 2, or 3. Tortor will be number 1. Violet will be number 2, and we're going to hear from our number 3 right now, who's not number 3, but number 3 in this storytelling. How would you answer your situation?
First, you want to remind the person that was bitten to stay calm. Make sure the blood flow is not flowing real fast. You want to apply a tourniquet right above the site. If you got any surgical tools, you want to extract it, cut out, and apply some kind of suckage so that it vent. But the main thing, you want to keep the person calm, because the calmer they stay, the slower extend the amount of time that you got to get them to especially when you apply the tourniquet.
That's why.
So after that,
and then you do it. Like I said.
they should be fine.
You got to give them the B slap.
Yeah. So I apply a tourniquet.
Nice. Okay.
Remind them to stay calm and keep the leg below the heart.
Okay. So like you're saying, don't cut the leg off like Tortor.
No.
We're trying to save the leg.
No, because you put it above the heart. The
right,
blood.
Freezy? You're trying to save the leg here.
Yeah, you want to keep it below the heart. You don't want the blood to pump. That's why you're applying a tourniquet. So you want it below the heart.
I mean, Pokies and Harris, we're gonna. Okay. All right, guys. Is there anything else you'd like to add to your stories now that you've heard each other?
If you elevate that shit, it's gonna make the blood flow the other direction, especially on the leg. It depends on where the bite is.
Not me having all you top badges in here and you guys just wilding out with your language. Hey, you crazy.
Not me. I did not once.
I'm sorry.
Guys. I appreciate y'all filling in, hanging out. Nah, you're good.
I'm just saying my story had the most adrenaline. I'm just saying, okay?
I'm just saying right now.
You didn't say accurate.
If I was going to vote, craziest answer, Violet. Wildest answer, Tortor. Most realistic answer,
Tortor going straight to cutting it. You losing the leg with Tortor.
Right now, in the chat, let's get our answers, guys. Number 1 in the chat if you're voting for Tortor. Number 2 in the chat if you're voting for Violet. Number 3 in the chat if you're voting for Kawhi's Big Drip, which is Freezy. Let's go.
Tortor with the win.
2, 1. 2. Oh, 2.
Yeah, 2, 3.
Not emoji J voting 69.
Everybody like a good swallow.
All right. Oh, I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me take a
Wait, but what are they judging based off of?
It's just what they think.
It's just fun.
What? No, I meant like.
It's fun.
The Diablo's like 2.5.
They're voting on the situation that they think was the best answer. That's what they're voting on. There's no terms and conditions that you're signing here. Okay?
Hey, Tortor, you don't lose a leg if you don't win.
No, they're judging on who has the best.
Everybody press 1.
All right, guys. So the winner of this show, Top Badge Tortor. There's nothing that she wins other than just a big old hug from him. Thank you guys for being here. Before you guys go, can we have you guys just briefly, run down any kind of shows, upcoming events, anything that you guys are involved with? Explain a bit about your streams if you have you name it. Okay, so first let's go with Violet. I know you definitely are coming back to the app. Let's tell everyone about you, what your stream's like, if you have anything coming up or when you're coming back.
Oh, I don't know if I'm even. We'll see.
Well, we're convincing Violet to come back, guys. She's taking a break. She's been off the app for a while. She's one of the very first top badges I met on the app.
4 months.
Yeah, almost 4 months, and she was an inspiration to me when I started. Sorry, 1 sec.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. Please hit her with a favorite. Please hit all.
But I've been popping around the last this past few days, really this weekend and then into this week, and I really freaking miss all of you, and I miss this, and like it's in my blood, and I don't know how. Like every day I wasn't here, I thought about this place every day.
Mhm.
You know, so I'm excited to see what happens next.
Well, I can tell you that I'm super happy to have you back, and thank you so much for like jumping on here. With the situation I was left in. Guys, make sure you all go block and report Shotgun Joe. Thank you. No, please don't do that.
Where you at?
But please put it on his top if you ever see him in a battle, because he gonna respectfully get it from me. That's for sure. And I went on his show last night, so that's wild. Anyways,
You thought it was me not gonna show up, didn't you?
yeah, I did, Tortor. I did too, because you weren't answering me. All right, Breezy, go ahead, brother.
Oh
What
shit!
you got coming up? You got any events? You got any shows? You got any things?
I ain't got nothing going on except for instead of not using potty words on feature show all the time. Other than that, you can catch me in my slab, listening to old school music, and probably just being in there looking stupid. But if you're looking for somebody to look stupid at, come look stupid at me.
Yeah. If you want to go have a puff fast, with Freezy, he's always puffing on.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to briefly explain your army?
Oh yeah, the whole purpose of the army is a way to connect everybody. So I'm the general of an army. You put the freeze emoji in the star. The first person to show it to my screen, that's the super soldier. They be the password for the day. And it's just a way to connect people together. So if y'all want to get part of the army, drop the freeze emoji and the star in your name to let you know that you got brothers and sisters on the app. So wherever you see that star and that freeze emoji pull up, especially with the Good Vibe Tribe, you see the TGVT, we all link together and we move. Yeah.
Yo. Just to let everyone know, I did start my own tribe on the app. It's called TGVT. It's the Good Vibe Tribe. It's an open community for everyone to just have a place to, be safe.
Freaking love that.
Tor's got her family as well, which I was blessed to be a part of before I wanted to go move into my own family. And there's nothing against Tor. I love her to death. I still rock with HPI, but I wanted to do my own thing as I grew on the app. She's the high profile individuals, those yellow hearts if you see them around.
Tortor is
we got Violet with the broken hearts. And guys, I just want to say we are officially, if we were featured, unfucking featured. Now you can all swear.
You swore, see? It was
done. I like that. Hey, when it ended, I said, "Damn!" I said, "What I do?" I said, "What I do this time."